A few weeks ago I saw a surveillance drone, and I thought that it was an airplane when I first saw it, because it had that shape, like a jumbo jet, actually. But then I saw that it was much lower and much smaller, and it was heading out towards the fjord, and it then took a sharp turn to the right and vanished behind some clouds, and so it was quite foggy that day. And then I didn't think much about it. I thought it was maybe, Google or something like that, taking photos. But then we got reports from the North Sea, from the people working at the oil rigs there, of drone sightings. There's a lot of activity out in the North Sea now. There are lots of people who are worried that we will have another attack on gas pipelines. We had the attack on the Nord Stream pipelines, and a lot of people are asking themselves, could the same happen out in the North Sea? And the answer is yes, because there is no way that we are going to be able to guard all those pipelines. And if that happens, I believe it will be the start of the Third World War. And some would say that it has already started. And maybe they're right, because what we are seeing now looks a lot like the beginning of a worldwide war. For a few years now we have seen a worsening of the relationship between the West and Russia. And after Biden took over, the Biden administration, we have heard statements coming from the White House that have been, foolish and provoking. And if war is what the Biden administration wants, then, certainly they've done all the right things to get that war. And I think it's a big tragedy. I think it's... and it's also, it's so unnecessary. And I mean, we were moving in the right direction. And now this. And I won't go into the political, details on this. I don't think that's so very interesting anymore. What matters is the situation that we have now and what's coming. Because this war, I believe, might spread. The war in the Ukraine might spread. And I think we're only seeing the start of this war. Will the North Sea be the next front? Will the Baltic states be the next front? I don't know. But it seems to me that this is something as old-fashioned as a war about resources. And there's a lot of political pride mixed in there as well. And once again, these world leaders, these greedy, corrupt, nasty people, they will be sending 19, 20-year-olds to die at the battlefield. They will be sending people who have their entire life in front of them to be killed. There is nothing new about this. This has been part of humanity and civilization since the beginning of civilization. But it doesn't mean that we are going to accept what's coming now. And I am talking about being sent to war. I'm talking about being obedient and we should not be obedient. These world leaders will not be allowed to send our sons and daughters to war anymore. We must say no. We must resist. We must stick together as a tribe. And that tribe can be your family. It can be your friends. It can be this channel. It can be, I don't know. Just find your tribe. Because it will be difficult to be entirely alone in the times ahead of us now. We must stick together. These world leaders, they don't care about us. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. To them, we are just cogs in the machinery. And we must resist, we must refuse, we must say no. No longer will you be sending our sons and daughters into that meat grinder that is war. No. And there is propaganda on all sides now. So gather proper information. Gather proper information. Do your research. Don't let these people tell you what to think. Be your own man, your own woman, and gather your tribe. Most people, they will just do exactly as they did during COVID. They will fall in line and do as they are told. But we don't have to be like that. You don't have to be like that. In the years to come, it will be important that you are as self-reliant as possible. It will be essential to be a thinking and critical person, because we will be served lies. Mainstream media will become even more a propaganda tool, a propaganda machine. So we need to figure out what's going on for ourselves. We must also be critical towards ourselves. We must not end up in echo chambers. And please, if it comes to that these politicians, world leaders, and these people are saying that we want to send your son, your daughter to fight in this war in a foreign country, if it comes to that, we must say no. We must refuse. These wars, they're about money. They are about political pride. They are about land grab. They're not about good versus evil. And there are no winners in war, only losers. So we must resist, we must say no. We must say that if you want to fight this war, we must say this to the Bidens and the Putins of this world. If you want to fight this war, go and fight it yourself.